My findings are an appropriate sentence would be 81 months in the Illinois Department of Corrections, 2 years mandatory supervised release.
Former Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke was sentenced to 6 years and 9 months in prison for the 2014 shooting death of black teen Laquan McDonald. The 40-year-old was found guilty of second-degree murder and 16 counts of aggravated battery in October, the first time an on-duty Chicago police officer was held criminally accountable for the killing of an African American. He faced up to 20 years in prison for a second-degree murder conviction and up to 30 years for each of the 16 counts of aggravated battery, 1 count for each shot he fired at McDonald.
We don't agree with the judge's ruling at all.
McDonald's family and activists said the sentence was way too lenient, but they say it still sends a message.
He deserves to spend the rest of his life behind bars.
If they'd have sentenced him to 1 minute, it is a victory. And it sends a strong message to unjust police officers.
This dash cam video, released more than a year after the fact, shows McDonald carrying a knife, but walking away from police before he was shot 16 times. The video sparked days of protest in Chicago. It prompted the dismissal of the city's police superintendent and calls for the resignation of Mayor Rahm Emanuel, who is not running in next month's election. Van Dyke's sentencing comes a day after a separate judge found 3 of his former colleagues not guilty of conspiring to protect him in the shooting's aftermath.